All right. Week 6, the career area, career and life path. So this area is at the very bottom of the gua. Oftentimes it's in the area that your front door is in, because it's right in the center of the house. So I guess it's the center if you don't have a garage attached or anything attached to the side. If you have a traditional home, like a colonial or a cape, it's right in the center, right, right by the front door. So this area is all about your willpower and your drive, your determination and your motivation, your confidence, just like your the fame area up here. They're connected together, just like the fame area is all about having that courage. This is the confidence, right, that gives you that courage. So this is about finding your purpose and your passion in life and following that path. And that ambition and that drive keeps moving you towards that passion and that purpose, and keeps you moving along that path, that winding path towards, towards your goals. So this area is, yes, it's about that determination and that drive and that motivation and having that vision to keep you moving forward, but it's also knowing when to ease back, right? And when to trust and to jump into the flow of that energy, right? So I had to learn the hard way that I kept, when I was trying to get this whole thing in motion, I kept lighting my flame, lighting that fire, right? Getting into my, my fame and reputation area and lighting the candles. And what I was doing I wasn't balancing it out with my career area, which is water. And I was out of balance and I was burning out because I couldn't see that even though I was setting everything in motion, that I had to step back a bit and trust that there's that ripple again. I was putting it out there and it was going to come back to me if I allowed it to come back to me. And I needed to step back to see that, right? So I had like heart palpitations and, so stressed, like trying to put this whole thing together and working 40 hours a week and family and so I kept lighting that fire, right? And what I was doing was I was just burning myself up. So yes, put the intention there. Yes, put the passion and the drive and the purpose there and understand it and know it and define it, but step back a little bit too and understand that once you have that purpose and that drive and that passion, you have to trust the universe that it is going to help you get to the next point and not force it. And I was forcing it because I just couldn't see that it was coming, and it was too intense. So so this is about, like, think of it as a meandering mountain stream, right? There's constant progress. Everything is working and moving, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's all healthy and good and full of energy, but it's not rushing to the finish line. It's getting through and moving softly and gently, and as it happens, it's taking it day by day, moment by moment, and it's not getting frenzied and wrapped up. So if you're looking to follow that passion, follow your heart, follow your heart's desire, this is the area that you really want to pay attention to. So calling in that energy to help guide you towards your path. So say you haven't figured it out. I have been lucky enough to know Feng Shui is something that I've wanted to do for at least 10 years. It's been on my mind, and it's something that's called to me. And so now I use the power of Feng Shui to keep me on that path, because it's such a huge part of my life, and I love it. I just, it's my thing. So this area, if you haven't figured out what your thing is yet, this is the area to tap into. So get this area shwayed up. The things that you can do to align this area is water, right? So one of the easiest things I did when I realized I was burning out and that I was just lighting that fire too much is I grabbed a couple glasses of water in some crystal, doesn't have to be crystal, crystal glasses, and I put them in my career area, and I started to breathe a little easier. And then I went up into my bedroom and I put another glass of water in on my nightstand, which happens to be in the career area of my bedroom, and things started to ease. And so just simple things like that, right? You can light a candle in the fame area, but make sure there's some water in your career area to balance it out. So knowing that and having that inspiration, right, that the fire area creates, but knowing that you have to allow it to happen in its own good time. So that's what the career area is about, is getting into the flow, being in the flow of the universal energy, and trusting that it's happening in its own time, and when it's going to be good for you, and when it's going to be good for your business or your career, all that. So it's happening. Trust it. So obviously water is good. The color black, got my black on for the career area. Black and really, really dark blue are good for this area. So if you don't want to do water, you can do black elements. Artwork that has water elements in it, like whether it's a lake or an ocean or a river, just make sure that if it's an ocean scene, that it's not like stormy or dark. Make sure if it's river, you know, that it's peaceful, it's not like rapids. And if it's a lake, same thing, you know, just make sure that they are easy flowing, light, and kind of, you know, the energy is positive and not, you know, negative and, you know, stormy. So mirrors are really good for this area, because if you think about the reflection of a mirror, it's like the reflection of water. So adding mirrors to this space, if you need to energize this space, is a great thing. I have a void in my career area, and I also have a wood stove in my career area of this house. So that's fun. I have a pool in my fame area, my fire area, and I have a wood stove in my water area. So I am forever trying to balance those things out. So not that I'm crazy about it, but just that, it's in my awareness that I have to pay attention to it. So yeah, so I add water in I have a mirror in there. I have a mirror over the mantle to help with the fire that's in that area. Any kind of glass or crystal, vases or glasses or whatever you want to put in there, those are great. Those represent water. Let's see. And then also you want to keep, this is the one area you want to keep plants a little bit to a minimum, because they have a lot of earth, you know, or clay pots. They have a lot of earth, and earth dams water, and it also plants, basically they need water to survive, so they kind of suck away that energy. So this is one area that you probably can do well with not having plants in it. What else? So the symbolism of this area obviously is whatever your intention is for a career. So I have Feng Shui books in this area. I also have my floor plan drawn with my bagua over it, because hey, Feng Shui, right? It's my thing. So whatever your thing is, and it doesn't have to be orientated around a job. If you have your dream job but you adore music, then put a ton of music stuff in there. You know, it doesn't have to be job orientated. It's more about your heart's desire, your your life path, so your journey and what makes you happy and what lights you up, and discovering that. And it doesn't have to be one thing, because as you journey through life, it may change. So, and that's perfectly okay. So it's just about taking that journey and getting into the flow of it. So quick fixes for the career area are going to be water, right? Number one on the list. And the color black, or a really deep dark blue, something that represents water, and crystal or glasses. Those are some easy things that you can do to add to the career area right this minute. Okay, so get to it, and I will see you guys in the Facebook group and on the Zoom. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. All right, we'll see ya.